Hey everybody, Dirty Dan here. Alright guys, so before we start the video, I'd like to give a little bit of a history behind both of these locomotives. So this is my Athearn GP30. I got this, honestly it was one of my first Athearns, and it turned out it had kind of an odd drive. I'll show a picture of the drive in it, and then I'll show a picture of the normal Athearn drive that comes standard in most Athearn locomotives. But, as you can see, it's quite different. But it doesn't really improve or, degrade the running quality. Not that I've noticed. But it seems to run pretty good. It's run pretty good ever since I got it, and I honestly think it's a great locomotive. If you ever see one, I would highly recommend picking it up. But I believe I bought it at a train show in a $20 bin that had like a River Rossi 462 in pieces. There was a bunch of freight cars, a New York Central GP20, I think, by Tyco. That thing was falling apart. But that was one of my first lots I had really bought, and, it's kind of a special locomotive since it's been with me for so long now. But, anyways, that's kind of a short breakdown of the history on that thing. Now let's talk about the GP30 in Chessie. So this is my Bachmann Chessie System GP30. Now, I got this at the same time as that Athearn GP30. Believe it or not, it has a pretty interesting story, and it's actually part of my family. This is not something I bought at a train show. Now, I don't know much history before I had gotten it. All I know is that it was owned by my uncle. Now, the way I actually found it was kind of interesting. We were going to get our pool. This was years ago now. And we had to go grab it. It was kind of early spring, so they had put the pool pump in the basement. And I had walked down, and I looked over in the corner and saw what looked to be a 4x8 train layout. And I was astounded, and I kind of looked over, and I'm like, that is a 4x8 train layout. And I was just amazed. So anyways, long story short, all of the trains had been left on it the last time it was down there. And it was kind of falling over. Everything was just awful. It had been covered in garbage. Like, it was this crappy dust that was wet. It was awful. I don't know if I have a picture of it when it was like that, but it looked awful. It took a while to get all of it off, because there was actually quite a few things down there. I may make a video on it eventually, but this was one of the things that I really liked that I had gotten. There was also Silver Streak, which had completely corroded up. It was insane. That thing was crazy. But yeah, basically, that's it. That's pretty much the whole history of that. I had gotten it, I brought it home, cleaned it off, put some new grease and oil on it, and that was about it. And you can see it's got the standard Bachmann pancake drive, and it has the clicky gears. I haven't fully gotten around to fixing it yet, but due to that, I had to have a little bit of help today, so I got my Tyco Alco 430, the Chessie System one, to give it a little bit of a help, so I can get it running for the video. I even actually tried before to get it running for the video today, but I just didn't have the time. So I decided to just throw the helper on there, and it would work. It'd probably be okay. But anyways, that's all for that thing, and now let's get into the running action of both of these locomotives.